Hey, Big Blue Nation, what's going on? Thursday. Just want to talk a little college, specifically Kentucky basketball. Real, real fast today. I just been doing, with this basketball team. It's first of all, Happy New Year to all you guys. I know it's like 4 days after or whatever, but um, hey, I just wanted to just kind of. We are truly in full mode basketball season now. Football season's gone. It wasn't a season that we wanted, but nonetheless, football is over. Now, I know there's been some people who's kind of had that 1 foot, even though it's a bowl game, we still appreciate being at a bowl game. But I notice it's that one, it's a few people who still kind of got their foot in the, still with the football season while it's, while it finishes up the bowl game and everything. But now football season is over, guys, and we are running full speed with basketball. And what better time of the year in college basketball other than March Madness is we are finally in conference play. Now, this is a time of the year that is very, very exciting for all of us. We couldn't wait. We have some good non-conference games that we play. But it's all about the SEC play. It's, we ready to get into this. SEC has been improving year out, year in and year out the last few years now. And it's no different this year. The SEC is stacked. It's going to be some good teams. News, just so you guys know, I'm not sold on Ole Miss and I'm not sold on South Carolina being as good as they are. They ain't played nobody. So they ain't all that. All I know is that it is basketball season and I'm excited. Our Wildcats this year is playing extremely well ball. And thank you so much, Miss Linda. Happy New Year's to you too. So this is a new year. So I usually never go this time of the day. I know it's kind of in the afternoon or lower afternoons in the States or whatever. But I had this pondering question in my head for the past couple of days now. And our basketball team is so good. Like, how can you not just continuously think about the Wildcats and what the possibilities of this year could be? So my quick little show today is going to be really fast. My show is really based around really one question, really. And I know a lot of you guys out there, like I always say, a lot of you guys out there know a lot more than I do about college basketball. You guys know a lot more about Kentucky basketball than I do. So my question before I reveal what I'm talking about is, the question is, are we going to get Big Z back? I hope so. I wish. Where everyone's still standing by their phones. Thank you so much. Happy New Year's. Everyone is still standing by their phones waiting to see what's going on with Big Z. So, hey, if you got Twitter or any kind of social media, we're going to just start using that free Big Z. That's with a capital B-I-G. Actually, it's hashtag FREE capital B-I-G capital Z. So that's free Big Z. Anyway, so what I want to talk about kind of quickly tonight, now that basketball season is here, now that we can just go full speed. I was going to say something, but I can't say that on live, but Oscar wouldn't fit in this. And I'm sure Oscar would have if he stayed. Oh, absolutely. Oscar would have loved it, but he wouldn't fit in with this team just because of how we play basketball, which is really, really good. But my question is, for all you UK fanatics out there, for all you UK fans, for all you history buffs dealing with UK sports, since Calipari has been there, what player has forced Cal's hands that there's nothing he can do about it? He just had to accept what the player did. Has there any been a player up in the Calipari before this year? Because one thing we know about Calipari is Calipari has a very, very short. He has a very, very short leash on players, especially players who, it apparently is okay, but they still got a lot of work to do. If you screw up, take for example this year, Burks screw up one time. He pulls him out. Sometimes he don't even see the floor again. So the fun part about Kentucky basketball is the different characters that we have on the team. And I think one of the biggest characters on the team, and the character that I'm talking about, the player that I'm talking about, that is just so big that Calipari has no choice. Like, you see Cal on the sideline when he gets upset with somebody, either he's running to the sideline, get in there, get him, go get him, or Cal will just put his head back and just what is going on. But Cal can't do that this year. Cal has a player on this team that no matter how erratic he plays in a ball game, Cal has to put this kid on the floor because he is so dynamic. And you guys already know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Dillingham. The guy is electrifying. He's going to have his moments where it's like, what are you doing? He's going to have moments where, go get your basket, young fella. Go get it. And I think this is the first time that I've seen, and like I said, somebody else may be able to tell me if I'm wrong or not, but this is the first time that I've seen that one particular that big guy that was on scholarship and never played. He was from, but he never played though. My point is this: Cal, whenever somebody goes on the floor and makes erratic plays, or they don't rebound, or they don't hustle, or they don't get on the floor, or something like that, Cal's, and you're not he's not protecting you. You're not one of his protected freshmen. Dude, this guy Cal will pull you in a second. So my whole point is this: I've never seen Cal have a player on the team where Cal has no choice but to play him, no matter if you know he's going to be erratic or what. Cal has to play Dillingham every single ball game, heavy minutes. Cal. I mean, I know now what's going to happen next year. I don't know, but this year, Cal's hands are tied. Cal has never had a player that he just had to accept that he's just going to go out there and make some bonehead plays, some ball games, because Cal doesn't really, even us as fans, sometimes we'd be like, what the heck? But then it's those moments when he can stand up there at the top of the key with the ball in his hand and just go get a basket for us. It's amazing how good this kid is. I mean, it's all over the draft boards. You see it. Dillingham's up to like number 6 in the draft now. Shepard's up to number 16. I just want to know the comment. I would love to be a fly on the wall to hear Calipari and Dillingham talk. Like, has he already given this kid the green light and just says, go do whatever you do and we'll deal with the rest later? Because it's odd seeing Cal. It's like, maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Maybe this is teaching Cal to have patience when guys don't go out there and do exactly what he wanted to do. But if we win the NCAA, then it would be okay. Of course, it'd be okay. It'd be for real. It'd be better than okay. Absolutely. But it's just I was sitting there and I just couldn't help to think to myself, I don't think Cal's ever had a player that has tied his hands and forced Cal to play him the way that let's see, when I think of old players that got yelled at the most was Brandon Boston and Dakar. Okay, you know what? Dakar is a good one, but I don't think he pulled Brandon Boston too much though. I don't think he pulled him. I think he was, well, you're right. Okay, so maybe that's a player because of the players that we had on the team. I guess it was kind of one of those situations where it was Cal, just like we didn't have anybody else. All this is all we got. So we just got to leave him in the ball game. I don't think this is the case right now, but with us having so much talent, Dilly still has to get a lot of minutes in because of just the player that he is. I mean, Edwards is not having the year that he is. We still don't have Big Z. We know that we know the story is history now. When Dillingham and Shepard comes off the bench, it's a new ball game. They bring such spark to the ball game when they come off the bench, but you know exactly what you're going to get for Shepard. You know what you're going to get from him. But sometimes you're not really sure on who you're going to, what you're going to get from Dillingham. You know he's going to play hard. You know he's a winner. You know he don't want to lose. But, he's just one of those guys where Cal said, you know what? I got to kind of just let you do what you do because you're helping the team, even though it might be certain situations. And I really think because who was that? We got beat by who was that? Kansas. We got beat by, and Dilly missed. He missed two key plays where he didn't guard the guy, and he was able to shoot the ball. But overall, for me, I think this is the first time that I ever, it's. I was getting ready to go to bed, guys, and I was meaning to come earlier, but I got tied up, and so I just wanted to come because this has kind of been I didn't really want to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go live, which would be ideal time back in the States. For me, 4 a.m. here would be a good time for back in the States because that's when everybody's home, everybody's kind of doing their things or whatever. But it's just amazing just to watch Cal on the sideline and just see how I think he's over probably gritting his teeth. I'm surprised he ain't got a mouthpiece in when Dilly goes on the floor because Cal know that if Dillingham goes in the game and 2 minutes into him getting in the ball game and he just does something crazy, Cal knows the chances of Cal pulling him. Put like this: if Cal pulls him, he's going right back in. Cal's going to bring him to the bench. He's going to talk to him, but he's going right back in the ball game. And you can't really say that about a lot of players at Kentucky. I mean, look at Derek Willis. Look at Hawkins. Like those kind of guys. Those guys, if you mess up, Burks, Dakari, Nick Richards. I mean, it's been so many players that Coach Cal has said, "I can't play you, son. I can't play you." What did he say? His famous speech. You can come over to the house and I cook breakfast for you, but I can't play you. But I think it's a totally different way. It's a different story with what's going on with Dillingham. Dilly gotta forgive him for something stupid every now and then. He just has ability. No, that's my whole point. This is it right here, dude. This is exactly why I made this video. Because this is exactly what Cal, you just spoke it all. Dilly got to forgive him for something stupid every now and then. He just has abilities no one else does. And that's why I wanted to come on here just briefly, because this right here has just been on my heart. And I just wanted to just kind of talk about it for a minute. See if you guys could tell me if anybody in the past that Cal's hands was just forced, and no matter what they did, he had to leave him in the ball game. I know a lot of people might bring up Wheeler because him losing the ball. But at that particular point, like, we didn't really have anybody else. Like, this is a different scenario with Dilly. Like, Dilly's he's beast out there. You know, he's gone after 1 year. But when we had, the situation with Wheeler is we didn't have really a whole lot of best. I mean, we had Reeves, but we didn't really have anybody else that if we took him off the floor that can really handle the ball. That ain't the case with this Kentucky team. We got ball handlers. We got people that can take care of the basketball. So this is one situation where Cal says, you're just too good to have on the bench. Like, it just makes sense to have you on the floor, even if you are going to make some dumb bonehead mistakes sometimes. So Dillingham is the player on the team that is basically tucked Cal's hands and tied them and says, that is it. That is it. I have to play you. Man, I'm so freaking pumped up for SEC play right now. Going down to Florida. We got to get this win, man. This is our first real true road game, as someone mentioned early in the week. We're getting a sold out crowd on the road, young freshmen. Let's see how they react. Yeah, we played a neutral ball game against North Carolina, and we played a neutral against did we go to Kansas? No. We played a neutral game against Kansas, but this is their real road test of the year. And I just wonder how our freshmen just holding up right now. Are they ready? Are they already in Florida? Will they go to Florida tomorrow? Are they focused? Do they have any idea what the environment is going to be like? Florida is not a shabby team. Florida wants to get off to a fast and running start. They haven't the past couple of years. So this to be able to bring Kentucky in and knock them off the number 6 team in the nation will be huge. So you better believe that those guys are going to be up. The crowd's going to be up. The question will we come in and will we be up too? And will we be ready to go? Tim Combs says UK 87-79. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and say 90-79. Why not? I believe we can put up 90 points on anybody this year. We got one of the best offenses in the nation, so I don't see why we can't put up 90 every ball game. We got too many firepowers, that's for sure. Oh, yeah, he's long gone. Along with Reed and Wagner. Hope Edwards stays for one more year. I would love for Edwards to stay for one more year. The truth is, I hope starting Saturday, I hope he just has I think he just has a coming to Kentucky moment where he just like saying, look, dude, I'm a baller. Like, what am I doing? It's in my head. Let me get it out of my head. Cal's talking about how much he's in the gym getting up shots, how much he's in there working to get harder. Heck, for him to be good for this year, that only makes our chances that much better to win it all. I know it's one game at a time, but we need Edwards. I really believe that. I really believe that we need that guy. But it's just going to be a fun year. Kicking off SEC play on Saturday afternoon. I cannot wait. I will be up watching that ball game. I think that ball game comes on, for me, the ball game comes on at, where's that at? Kentucky and Florida. Saturday. Oh, it comes on Saturday night at 8:30. So that's like 11. Is that like 11 o'clock, 11 or 12 o'clock game, I think, right? 11 o'clock game. It's an early game right now. Yeah. What time is that game? Yeah, it's at 8:30 for me at night. So it's like about 11:30, 12:30 game, something like that. Back home, but I definitely will be up watching it. So I'm really excited. Caden says, if we win and crack the top 5, then I have a lot more positivity. We got to start winning the big games like this to have success in March. Absolutely. I mean, to me, like, it's still a long SEC season, but if you want to win the SEC tournament, or put like this, if you want to win the SEC championship, I don't want to share it with nobody. To me, there's nobody out there in the SEC that should be sharing a banner with the University of Kentucky, period. When we win it, it needs to be outright. We don't want to share it with nobody. No one is better than Kentucky this year. I'm sorry, but it's not. Tennessee has had a lot of hard games that they come up short in. They might have Tennessee ranked higher than us, and I'm going to keep it one game at a time, but I'm still going to say Kentucky's the best team in the SEC. Now, the key of it is going out beating Florida on Saturday and starting something special. It can still be special if we lose to Florida. It really can. But if we really want something special, if we really want to take that SEC title this year and win it right out, it has to start Saturday afternoon, and we got to go get this real road game for sure. Because these next couple of games, it ain't going to be easy. Someone said, Mark Hurl said, I want Reed and Dilly come back, please. I don't know if that's happening or not, man. I like it. We is Kentucky. You know what I mean? Because we is Kentucky. Like, for real. Like no joke. We is Kentucky. And we deserve to, the SEC belongs to us. Everybody's trying to take it from us. It's time to put in the work and show everyone why we're the best. That's it. I think that sums it up too as well. It's just if the nation's talking about how good we are, if the nation's talking about how good we can be, and if the nation enjoys watching us play, then we got to go to Florida. We got to get this W. And as much as I want to go down there and win by 40 or by 10, 15 points, man, just give me a 1 point victory, and I'm okay for real. That's for sure. It's just going to just be a really great time. Thanks, John. I really appreciate it, Mr. Ferguson. But yeah, we can. Let's see. What she said? I can wish they come back. Absolutely, we can all wish they come back for real. That's going to be a topic all year. I don't think it's going to be a week that goes by that you're not going to hear something about the NBA draft and where they stand and maybe what they'll do and whatnot. So, you never know. I mean, we might get a Reed playing with a Perry next year. Anything can happen. So, we just got to do that. How many 3-point shooters we're going to have next year? Ooh, I hope Reed comes back. Perry's coming back. I don't know about the point guard Cyril. I think it's how you Cyrus Cyril. I don't think he's a 3-point shooter. That's going to be the big thing for next year. But before we get to next year, and I know how excited we get about Kentucky and recruiting and the year next, I think I can speak for everybody out there. We can look forward to next year, but right now we are so focused on doing something this year. Like, it's a new year, guys. Like, right now we don't have a loss. That loss we took a couple of weeks ago, an ugly loss, that's gone. That was last year. That's history in my book. I know it's on our record. Put an asterisk beside it and let them know that it was last year. This is this year. And we got to go out here and we got to start fresh. We got to start hot. We got to just let them. We got to let Florida know that when Kentucky comes to town, it may be your floor, but we're gonna make it our house. Go Cats, for real. That is it right there. So yeah, go Cats. Like I said, I just wanted to come on for a couple of minutes and just kind of talk about a player that forces Cal's hand and nothing Cal can do about it, because no matter how erratic he gets, no matter what silly thing he does, Cal has to play Dillingham, period. Like, he might not play him the whole ball game. For one, he don't start, so of course he's not going to play the whole ball game. But he's just one of them players where, down the stretch, if the game's on the line, and if you're going to pick 5 people to be on the floor, I'm almost willing to bet, and I'm not even a betting man. I don't even bet. Bet responsible, guys, if you actually bet. I know Kentucky just passed that law officially now, but so enjoy betting if you do. But I'm not a betting man. But if I was, Dillingham would definitely be in one of my 5 closing out ball games, because I like to call it the best way. He's that dude for real. And the way Wagner's playing now is special. We got a special team. Like, I don't think people understand how special we are. Now, I get what this is. I'm gonna go back to this comment right here by Caden. Where's he at? Right here. I think there's a lot of people out here that has this mindset. If we win and crack the top 5, then I had a lot more positivity. We got to start winning the big games like this to have success in March. I think everyone's waiting to explode if Kentucky can get this ball game right here. If Kentucky can get this ball game right here, it can be special. First game out of the gate in the SEC, I think that means a lot. And I think Caden, I think a lot of people feel exactly what you feel, as far as let's see what happens after this. Let's see what's the results of this Florida game, and let's just see if we can actually get this W, and seeing how we can take this and propel ourselves from game after game after game. It's a one-game season. The way I see it is one-game season. You go in and you play that game, you take care of business, and then you move on. But we got to take care of this game today, Saturday, against Florida Gators. We beat them in football, dominated them. Why not dominate them in basketball? Now, here's the thing. I don't want us to have the same issues we had with football, and we dominated them in basketball, and then after that, we didn't do good pretty much for the rest of the season until the end of the season. Maybe that's a good thing, because that's March Madness. But anyway, go Cats. Let's get this win. Go beat Florida, and let's get this off to another one. Let me see what he says right here. Rob Dillingham is better coming off the bench. This is a discussion, unless something changes, that I agree with completely. Him and Reed coming off the floor. Teams not only does teams have to justify the guys that's on the floor. Like, they got to get a game plan. This is Kentucky starting 5. Wait. They got Reed Sheppard coming off the bench. They got Dillingham coming off the bench. They got Yaniso coming off the bench. They got Burks coming off the fence. Can someone just tell me how loaded Kentucky is? And these teams are like, let's just keep playing it. We got a plan for every single player on Kentucky. Our bench is loaded. And if we get Big Z back, man, it's crazy. It really is. It's crazy at that point. Run them in. Just keep running teams out of the gym. That's the way we got to do it. And another year, I'd be prepared to explain SEC road games are tough after a loss, but not this year. I want my road win to start it off. I do too. And that's why getting this road win right now, his first win out of the way, shake it off your shoulders, guys. Let's go get this W. Let's go beat the Gators, because this is what we do right here. Yeah, we start the SEC out right, baby. Let's go. Man, I'm pumped up for this. I'm so excited. My apologies, guys. All you guys know that watch me on a regular basis, you guys know I'm an emotional brother, and it makes me a little excited. Think about the possibilities of what my Wildcats could be this year. It's special, man. You just sometimes our Wildcats are so good this year. You know what I do to myself sometimes? Sometimes I hold my own self, because I ain't got nobody else to hold. So I just hold my own self, and I just rock and say my Wildcats are all right this year. They gonna be all right because they good. We just that good, baby. We that good. Let's see. Why does everyone think Reed is leaving after the season? I'm sick of hearing that this is what gives UK distraction instead of focus on the season at hand. Hey, we got to do what we got to do. Hey, for me, let's just play ball. I agree with you, Joshua. Let's just play ball. At the end of the season, we'll let that take care of itself. People just, at Kentucky, one thing about it, we're used to seeing people leave. People unexpectedly leave. Shea left. All these guys just seem to just leave. And, maybe they should stay. Now they leave. They go to the next level. They do their thing. But I'm so pumped on the season that we are about to have right now. The season, and this is SEC season. This is what this is. There's no more SEC teams representing football. Alabama, thank you, I guess, got beat. So there's no more SEC football. The only thing we got now is SEC basketball. That's all we got. That's all we got, baby, is SEC basketball. Let's go get it. We got another conference game against Gonzaga next month in February, but we're gonna take care of business in January. We're gonna try to get this SEC title this year because that's what I want. I want it. It's long overdue. Let's go get it, Cats. For real. Josh, he's an NBA draft pick right now, bro. He's NBA. Hey, I'm just saying, dude. He's number 16 right now in the draft boards. He came in this year, wasn't even in the draft boards for sure. That's for sure. Yes, let's play basketball, some Kentucky basketball. Look, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, collectively as a fan base, we are excited, and we're trying to be humble because we understand the last couple of years or so hadn't been what we wanted it to be. It's been disappointing to say the least. Short exits in the NCAA tournament. So we're all trying to be humble. It's like we're ready to explode as a fan base. We're excited, and we letting people know that we're excited. But I don't personally think that we at that. A lot of people are still like, okay, all right, we won another good game. Great job, Cats. It's excited. Good job, Cats. Way to win that ball game. But I still think that there's quite a few people out there who's like, okay, I'm going to reserve my excitement right now. I still need a few more things to happen before I cut loose, before I just let loose and just let my excitement. It's coming, guys, because I think we're built like that, man, for real. I really think that we really built like that for real. You give me hype, bro. Hey, as a Kentucky fan, you always should be hyped to watch the Cats play, baby. It should always be excited. I get nervous. I get hot. I get excited. I want to drink something, water or juice. No alcohol for me. I'm in a dry country. No alcohol here. But let me tell you, ooh, boy, when you start thinking about Kentucky basketball and what it could be like this year. But we got to keep everything into perspective, guys. We got to continue to be one game at a time. Are we going to have some hiccups this year for the rest of the year? Some more games? Maybe. It better not be the Vandy. I say that right now, but it better not be the Vandy. Or I'm flying back to the States because I got a problem with that. But we're going to keep a perspective. And we are going to take it one game at a time. Take a deep breath. And we are going to just take it one game at a time. And just let's go beat Florida. Fans of Florida are hanging out at the Raptors. Hope one don't fall. For real. I think they got, if I'm correct, I think they got a new arena that they've been working on. Let's see. Clyde, I just want to get number 9 this year with Reed, Dilly, and the squad. Then focus on that after the season is all I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Let's see if we can focus our attention on what's going on. They're here and now. The here and now is what's going to happen between January Selection Sunday and beyond that right there, playing in the ball games. And I think that's good. I think the NBA kind of does I think they do the kids an injustice by wanting to talk about NBA drafts at this particular early time in the season. Like, it's coming. Like, they can still do that behind closed doors, and that's great. But at the end of the day, like, that could be a distraction for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, Reed wasn't projected to go in the draft this year. He just wasn't. Now look at him. He's high up there, first round high, higher than the other guys, higher than the other 3 guys. So if we can just keep this chatter to a minimum, if we can just stay focused, I think we're going to be okay, man. I think Cal, I think his coaching staff is going to do a good job with kind of, the kids, they got social media. They ain't crazy. They reading it. They hearing it. Their parents are hearing it. It's hard to keep it out. It's hard to keep the kids from hearing about it. It just is. But I think what we need to keep in perspective here is that we still got a long season, man. And these freshmen, they some ballers. But it's a different ball game. It's a different season when you get in SEC play because everybody in SEC wants to do everything they can to keep Kentucky from raising their banner for the SEC title again this year. Like, for real. Like, they don't want to see Kentucky raise. Like, you can go get Alabama to raise it. It wouldn't even be an uproar. You can get, heck, if Tennessee was even lucky, you can get Tennessee to raise it. Auburn. But they don't want Kentucky to win it. They just don't. They don't want Kentucky to win it, point blank. So we got to go do what we can to win it. And it all starts with how we play Saturday by going out there and just winning the first ball game. So, hey, Caden, I thought you knew I was out of the country, bro. Yeah, man. I'm in Kuwait, and I'm here working. And tomorrow and Saturday is my off day. So Fridays and Saturdays is my weekend because Fridays is when they celebrate, is their Sabbath when they go to church or whatever. And then Saturday's like a Sunday here, and I go back to work. So I work Sunday through Thursday every week. And yeah. But this is like, I'm just excited, man. Like, I'm really ready to go. Someone said we will win by 10 against Florida. 88. I think someone else just said, someone said 87-79 earlier. I'm going to go ahead and round that up because, see, the way I was taught math in high school, anything over 5 with the second number, you're going to round up. So you put 88, I'm going to go ahead and say 90. Let's just round it up. Let's just give a nice, pretty number of 90 because we know that we have what it takes. We got enough scores to actually push it up to what's the name. How long will you be there? I'll probably be here for probably a year, if not 2. Yeah, so I'll be probably going. I know at least a year. My contract is for a year, but I'll probably end up extending for 1 more year after that as well too. So I'm doing every little chance that I get that I have a moment that I can go live or whatever because I know there's going to be some games that's going to come on and I'm not going to be able to watch it. I'm not going to be able to go live and talk about it. I'm only going to be able to just record a video and post it on my YouTube page, which you guys are helping me grow. I appreciate that. If you haven't already subscribed already, I appreciate that very much. If you can go check out my YouTube page as well too. I had something up here, but it might have got deleted. I'm not really sure. But yeah, it's just, look, man, we're going to just enjoy the rest of the season. We're going to go out here and beat Florida, start the year off right. The only thing I want for New Year's is to beat Florida. That's all I want, man. That's all I want. Yep. Why does ESPN? Because they don't know no better. Like I told you, nobody wants Kentucky to win this SEC. There you go, Kevin. That's your answer right there. Nobody wants us to win SEC. They just don't want us to do it. So it's up to us as a program, as the players, to go get this what's the name, dude. That's exactly what it's up to, is for us to be able to do it. He said, shit, that's a long time to be overseas. God bless you. Yeah, it is. I get to see the family though. The family's gonna meet me. They're gonna meet me in May, I think. I think we're supposed to meet in like Paris or something like that. So I get to see them then for 5 months or whatever. So you take it in increments. You find certain little things that you can look forward to a month out or whatever. You look forward to certain things going on for work that helps push time along. And I live in a different city. I used to live in the first 2 times I came here. I lived in a city called Samia. That's more of a beachy type. The location is very, very close to the beach. It's a lot nicer. It's a lot more palm trees, I guess you can say. It's a lot of palm trees here, but the way they got it set up over there on that side of town in that city, Is it's a whole lot better. It's the beach. I don't swim at the beach. No Americans swim in the beach. Not to blast them, not like that, but we don't do the beach here, just because of the water. But now I'm living in, yeah. I've always wanted to live in this area, but now that I'm here and when I go for my walks or whatever, I see things and I'm just like, yeah, I kind of miss living on that other side of town. It was just a lot of things that are just so much better going on over that side of town than it is over here. But I got friends over here that actually live over here, so that's the closest to family that I got. So I'm definitely excited, and now I don't have to keep driving back and forth all the time over here to actually be with them. So yes, I get to watch the ball game. Fun. I think it's Fun Chester. I believe I said that right. He broadcasts all the ball games, but I just found out a week ago that I can do AFN, which is a American Forces Network. They have I was able to sign up with that because I'm a veteran, and so I can go and watch ball games on there too while I'm at work, if on my phone or when I'm out walking or whatever, just so I don't miss ball games. But I look forward to the ball games that are early in the daytime. Therefore, I can watch ball games on the TV and then come right here to the computer and go live for you guys. That's what makes this right here so special. But I live in a country, man, where it's got a lot. It's put it like this for Kuwait, where I'm at. If all the expats left, which is what I am, if we all left today, I was told by another national that's from here that this country would fall in probably 3 days. Yeah, it's pretty crucial. It really is. So it's a good thing that we here to take care of 95% of everything that goes on here in the country. We run it. But I'm just excited about UK playing right now. Yeah, what the heck, were you there when you did this? I was here for the last few shows. I did the Tax Slayer Bowl, the North Carolina game. So the last few videos I've been here doing all my shows and stuff like that. I got all my equipment. I got everything set up. I went out in town. I found a few extra things that I needed. I was able to get it, secure it, go and take care of it and everything. But everything is everything is pretty good. My brother-in-law done that a few years ago. Good money, but long. Yes, it is a long time. It is a long time away from family. I'm so appreciative of technology and all that. It's not the same as being with your family, for sure. It's something that my wife and I and my daughter, we worked out. I was able to come over here. They understand that this is just what dad does for a little bit. So hopefully this right here pays off for the next year, 2 years, and I can go home and just continue to just enjoy Kentucky. Funchester TV is what it is. Yes, that's who I actually shout out to him. They actually have a page, a YouTube page, and they have a Facebook page. So this is who I was watching the first part of my games with. Actually, most of my games have been compliments of Funchester TV. So big shout out to those guys as well too. You won't even know that you're even watching it. Well, I don't even know how they even do it, but it's good. It don't stop. It don't stutter. There's no lagging. It's just straight up Kentucky basketball, and I enjoy watching it from there as well. So yes, they do great work. They really do. So heads up to those guys if you ever having trouble with your Wi-Fi or anything like that or whatever. These guys, they actually on their YouTube channel. You can stream it. Go to their Facebook channel, and then you can actually stream it through what's the name as well too. Also, a big shout out for Talking Kentucky. For days, they also do a post game show now, the same as myself for Caden. I'm having brain freeze right now. Caden, which is on here right now. I can't think of the. Come on, Caden, help me out if you're watching. Talking Kentucky, which is on Facebook, they also do it too as well. Check those guys out too. So I hope as much as I can, I would continue to love to do post-game shows and everything. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. This right here is some of the things that I look forward to help me pass my time. You guys come support me. You guys come and like me. And we're going to all come together collectively on Saturday. And we're going to watch the Wildcats give Florida everything they got. We're going to come on back to Lexington and be 1-0 in the SEC. And we're going to keep rolling. So once again, thank you guys. Yes, talking Kentucky. Coleman, I had a brain freeze. Thank you so much, Josh. I appreciate it. Yes, absolutely. I'm actually for a couple more shows. I got another gentleman. I had a chance to meet him at a UK football game, and me and him been talking for the past couple of years. He's going to start being on my show a couple of times. Me and him was working out sometimes and stuff like that. So I'll have someone with me so we can kind of just bring you guys the best conversations here about Kentucky basketball after they win or lose each ball game. So thank you guys once again. I'm actually, for the first time, having people watch me on Twitter, which it feels really, really good. I never had anybody watch me on Twitter or X, I should say. My thing for that is I had it always up to it, but I don't know where it's at. But yeah, so thank you guys once again. I appreciate it. Thank you for the information, Clyde. All you guys tuning in. Florida defense is ranked 242 in the nation. I think we might just light them up. Okay, good stat. Good stat. And you know, like, I don't always provide a lot of stats on my shows, and I'm trying to get better with that in 2024. But the beautiful thing about Kentucky fans is that you guys help out. Like, you guys will throw stats up for me, and I just post it up. And look, we all together. I may be up here talking, but we all do the show together, because I can't do this without you guys. I can come and talk to a screen all day long, but it just ain't the same. When you guys interact, when you guys get your comments, when you guys give me stats, like, this is the kind of stuff that just makes this show go so much better when you guys get involved, when you guys post these numbers, and when you guys do all this right here. It's crazy. It really is. So you guys can't really see my time right now, but on my computer, it's actually showing that it's actually already Friday. It's after midnight here. So I've been up since about 1:30 yesterday morning. So I've been up all day. Matter of fact, almost 24 hours. Because I get up every morning so I can get because I have to walk about 30,000 steps. My minimum is 30,000 steps a day. I have to get that 5 days a week. So I have to get up early to get it started, because it takes me all day to get it. But I get it, and that's what I'm averaging. So I'm very happy for real. So, but hey, thank you guys. Yeah, I know, right? Back now and won 6 straight. Yeah, but who are they playing though? See, confidence-wise, they might have confidence-wise. Sorry, guys. They might have. This is the same scenario when it comes down to Ole Miss and South Carolina. They might be on a good rhythm. Like, I think Ole Miss is undefeated. I think it is, if I'm correct. South Carolina's only lost 1. Even Georgia's only lost like 2 games this year. They playing good ball. My point is this before I go, guys. That's okay. They're not Arkansas. They're not Auburn. They're not Tennessee. And they're not Kentucky. We are the 4 teams who have been playing some outstanding non-conference basketball games. These guys that are 13-0 and won 6 straight, these guys ain't playing nobody, man. I'm trying to tell you, they ain't playing nobody. We are. We already been half battle tested. Now we get to go SEC in conference and battle tested. I'm not sold on that yet. I'm not sold on these guys being as good as people want to think they are. Ole Miss, South Carolina, we coming for you. But first, we're going to take care of the Gators. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'm Michael. You've been watching the Loyal BBN Fan Show, and I look forward to seeing you guys after the ball game Saturday as the Cats defeat Florida Gators on their floor. Go Cats, and thank you guys once again. And you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Going to try orange. Going to try orange out. I'm going to just out joke. I think UK has been a little better tested than other teams. We always get everyone's best. We do. And that's my whole point. I had a guy arguing to me the other day about, I don't know, man. Ole Miss is pretty good. They got their coach, man. I don't know, man. Ole Miss ain't played nobody, man. Like, stop. Just stop. Like, I don't want to hear that, man. They ain't played nobody. For real. Like, if Kansas wants to play us right now, they would probably deny it. They would probably say not right now, because they know that we ain't the same team that played them in the beginning of the season. Don't get me fired up, man. For real. Like, just don't get me fired up, because our Wildcats are special. This is what we do. So go Cats. Go Cats. Go Cats. Thanks, guys. I'm out. Later. Appreciate you guys jumping on at the last minute. Appreciate that. I really do. Thank you guys. Yeah. Thank you. Go Cats.